All right, everyone, welcome to the Pokeshop BST podcast, episode 17. We are joined, as always, with Just Goosephone, and I'm on camera for the first time. Pokemon expert extraordinaire, and my name is Homero, and we always start with the news, and we got lots of news from Pokemon World Championships.
All kinds of news, yep.
Where do you want to start? I
guess probably the winning deck, the Gardevoir deck.
Yep, Gardevoir took it down.
Against Dragapult.
Yeah, Gardevoir and Dragapult in the finals.
I am scared here. We're about to see the full potential of why Gardevoir has the answers.
Oh, hold on. We're in for the big knockout if we want. The genome hacking knockout is lined up too. The Duskull could be taken off the board in combination with this.
Oh my
There's a lot to look out for.
Oh my gosh, genome hacking, not just having its own move, it's hacking the system, copying the Dragapult EX and able to use its powerful move against it here and then applied with that Fairy Zone on the Lily.
Oh, he's ready to just give up the game. It's over.
That is history made in the 2025 season here at the Masters Finals. Riley McKay is taking things down with Gardevoir EX. Wow, Kyle.
That is the look of a world champion as he has played his Gardevoir deck flawlessly, not just at North America International Championships, but now at the World Championships. He's found his way to the final table once again, and he has done it. Riley McKay, our world champion.
There was a pretty good spread in the top 8, and a really good spread overall. So
they had Raging Bolt in there with the Ogerpon.
Yep.
They had. I didn't see any Ethan, I didn't see any Joltik.
They didn't make it to the top 8. Well, there was a Raging Bolt in top 8 that had a Joltik in the deck, but they called it Raging Bolt. And then, there's Goldango made top 8. Lots of Goldango. This is the number 1 brought deck to the tournament, which was, I think, expected at that point. And I think it gave Gardevoir like a really good chance to win, just because less people were teched against Gardevoir. So, But the first thing I wrote down that I was pretty disappointed for was that Gabriel Fernandez ran out of plot armor. So he had the perfect season up to Worlds. If he would have won Worlds, he would have taken first on every single tournament for the whole year.
So you're kind of rooting for him.
Yeah, that would have just been like ultra historic, impossible. Like, it's already like nigh impossible that he had won so much, and then made it all the way to the finals. I don't know how it wasn't like part of the ongoing narrative the whole time that he was like going really far in the tournament and then making Top Cut and making finals, because like they just don't talk about seniors that much. But
yeah, only really Masters gets talked about.
Yeah, and then in his finals match, his opponent had like made a mistake where he drew a card, and he had a card upside down in his deck, and it's the thing he needed to win the game.
Oh, that's
the superior energy retrieval.
And it will be that prime catcher committing to the play, needs to draw 2 from this next coin bonus. Golden Go from the bench into the active. Will it be now, Fuguan?
The chips are all in the middle. Let's see 2 cards.
Oh
my goodness.
Not sure what's happened there. That is an unfortunate moment. That is the superior energy retrieval, but not how you want to see it at this moment. Fuguan will just be waiting now to find out from the judges how we pan things out.
Talk about suspense. You have to understand, folks, this is going to take a while to sort out, no doubt about it, but what a high-pressure situation. Something no one expected to see. A face-up superior. I'm sure this can be resolved with the judges. As we were shuffling, give us a moment and we'll keep you as up-to-date as possible, but this is this moment in the game number 1 of the seniors finals.
They didn't even say the judge call on air, so they were like stretching for time while this judge call is happening. And then I think the judge just shuffled his deck, gave him a warning, and then he drew it anyways.
You know, the coaching, the support, and for Gabriel, he's got his brother to test with and improve. And Fuguan, an incredible feat to be coming here at the 2nd season his region has been able to compete. And there it will be, the superior energy retrieval has been found. in those 2 cards, and we'll be able to take the knockout as we return back into the game. Everybody, Fuguan is Game 1's victor.
So, and then he used it to knock out for the knockout for the win. So that's pretty crazy.
That is plot armor, though.
Yeah. So I thought maybe he would get like a prize taken or something, and then it would be really hard for him to, or it'd be really easy for Gabriel to win potentially. But that wasn't really like how the board state was. But I thought that was his plot armor right there. I was like, oh, like something happened that's gonna help him win even, but he couldn't do it this time. So, but still, the most ridiculous season that anyone has or will ever have for probably, a very long time. So that, and then second on top of it, which is not,
It was still really, really, really far.
Yeah. And then on the other side of things, I wrote down, because I was writing this as Worlds was happening, that they put Wolfie in the montage at the very end, and they were gonna put him in there no matter what. But he happened to lose, so
he came in. I think it was 21st.
Yeah,
I want to say.
Yeah. So he lost in
the finals were crazy though. It was James Evans and then Giovanni. I forget how to say his last name.
Giovanni Siski!
There was this one play. It wasn't the winning guy.
Giovanni Siski!
It was a James Evans play that was really impressive, where he encored an Amoonguss into Rage Powder.
Powerful, but one of the reasons why Brubon has been tremendous is because of its dark typing to deal with that Shadow Rider. Koraidon does protect here, though, to start.
Gagarx actually goes for the Encore! So this Brubon is going to be stopped going for Rage Powder for the rest of the couple of turns.
Okay, ends up being the Encore, of course. You could have locked into Sucker Punch. It is going to be that Rage Powder now. I think it's still fine for Geo because now you can just keep Rage Powdering away from the Incineroar. Koraidon being faster than the Calyrex will get the knockout onto it. It will faint from a Life Orb tick.
Yeah.
And if it faints from a Life Orb tick, it means you can only get a knockout onto one Pokemon.
You've got either the ability to go for the close combat into the Incineroar or to try to go for maybe a Flame Charge into this Shadow Rider Calyrex. But what if that Calyrex protects? Then all of a sudden, if you're stuck with Rage Powder onto this Brubonnet, then there's no way for you to actually be able to deal with an Astral Barrage.
Yeah, I think for Geo, it's like you go for Rage Powder in close combat right now, you knock out the Incineroar, you know that you're going to lose your Koraidon, but then Calyrex can just go for the Astral Barrages, and so James might pull this one off.
Will not, because that is super effective, and Koraidon, that's going to be all it's able to do for the rest of this game. It's going to get knocked out to the Rocky Helmet recoil instead, so now it's up to the Shadow Rider Calyrex from James, the last bastion of hope for him into this game number 2 to tie it back up and bring himself back into this series.
This was an unbelievable comeback. It felt like Geo just had the advantage, but James finds the position because Brubon just fakes, and that's it. We're going to game 3.
And that won him the game.
That's awesome.
But it was just the game 2. And that was a really scary game. It was good. It was Koraidon versus Koraidon, Koraidon Lunala versus Koraidon Shadow.
Yeah.
And it's the first time we've seen no one expected to see a Terra Stellar Pokemon win the World Championships. Yeah, there's a Terra Stellar Fluttermane, and also Life Orb Koraidon that fainted to Life Orb damage. I'm pretty sure the Life Orb damage would have done it by itself, but there was also a Rocky Helmet damage too.
Wow.
But yeah, it fainted itself.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it was pretty good finals. I didn't get to see it in the arena. That's another thing is people really complained about this is unless you got in for TCG Juniors, there is no way you're getting into the arena, because even after TCG ended and a lot of people left, they weren't letting anyone else in. And you could see a lot of people posted pictures from inside the arena that there were tons of seats open. They could have let a lot more people in. But they just didn't because of a fire marshal or something. And then some of the employees were taunting the people trying to wait to get in. It was really ridiculous. So I just watched it from inside. They just had a bunch of screens broadcasting it. But
yeah, I saw people watching from this. I saw video of people watching from the screens. So at least there was like a place to sit, but it's definitely not the full experience.
But the arena was so cool. There were like fireworks coming out of the ground, and there was a screen on the ground.
Yeah,
like if someone set up like psychic terrain or trick room, the screen on the ground would match that.
Yeah, and it worked really well for TCG too.
Yeah, because they showed the
really
actual
easy
cards.
to see.
Yeah.
As part of the experience. So that's unfortunate you couldn't make it in to the arena.
It's okay because I got to play the Legends ZA demo during that.
Oh, nice.
I didn't sign up because it was Monday, but they kind of let me sneak in towards the end. Like, while I think it wasn't during Masters finals, but it was during like seniors or something like that. They let me sneak in.
Nice.
So, you know, if I got into the arena, I wouldn't have been able to do that. So it was worth it. And I do plan on turning that Legends, I filmed it. I do plan on turning it into a little Pokeshop video.
Nice. How was it?
It was really fun. There was this one Pidgeotto at the end of the demo that apparently only 2 people who played it beat.
Oh,
it was
really?
Really, really hard. And almost all your team is weak to flying besides like a Fletchling that you get. No, you get a Mareep too, which is good against it, but it still didn't last very long. Yeah, it was a really fun demo. The Rogue Absol, the Mega Absol battle was really fun. That I was able to beat pretty easily, but like there's like different cooldowns for your different moves, and you can sneak up on trainers. I never really figured out how to like dodge stuff outside of the Rogue battle. I think you just move and your Pokemon follows you, and that helps you dodge stuff. It's definitely going to take a little bit of getting used to and some practice. But
sounds
I like
more engaging than a turn-based game for like the majority of the Is there still turn-based battles in the game though?
I don't think so.
Oh, really? It looked to me like some of the battles were going to be like turn-based.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, interesting. Yeah, that's awesome. We'll edit that up and get the Legends ZA demo out. And then the other winners. Oh yeah, so the runner-up for TCG did have a Joltik in their deck, and they said they tuned it up right before the tournaments with the opponent.
Now I heard you had been practicing together before this. Can you tell me about that? How did it go?
So basically, we practiced on like Tuesday night at like on one of our hotels, and we practiced the matchup, and I was able to make some edits to my deck thanks to my testing against Riley.
That's exciting. Riley, are you confident against those changes?
I don't think the changes are super important into my deck. I think they're just good for his deck in general. And I've already beaten that deck, so if things go right, I can do well.
We're very excited to see how this goes. Thanks for the insight, both of you. We're going to let you take your seats, and we're going to get right into this match. Casters, take us away.
The 2 players who were
in
the
they had
finals.
One in there?
Yeah, they were tuning their
notice.
decks up against each other, like in the days leading up to Worlds, and said he like took out a Brock scouting for a Hilda, and that like really helped his deck and like helped his deck get to where it was at, I think. So that was a good note that they were testing against each other and then made it to the finals. Partially based on like their testing that they did, helped them, I think, both get to the finals. And then the other, I wanted to shout out all the winners for sure. So for Unite, it was Peru Unite, and I feel like I don't really know Unite that well, but it seemed like the team comps didn't line up well for the second place team because they just got steamrolled every time they would get into a big scuffle.
They're putting the pressure on. Oh, Galarian Rapidash steps in and Nemo changes their target priority to Rom and they get him down. Oh, everybody's getting knocked out. Rock Tomb's there for the trap. Garchomp Unite is popped, but it doesn't find a soul. It's just Vitopo standing.
Peru Unite just went like washed over them like a tidal wave, you know, they just disappeared every single time. But that was always really fun to watch. And then for Go.
It was so much cradily for Go.
Yeah, for Go, Beelzeboy was the winner, and they asked him to say something about himself, and he just said, "I am Beelzeboy." The stadium all laughed.
We saw you have such a successful run last year, 4th place at 2024 Worlds. now obviously the champion as well. Is there anything that you want to say to all the trainers around the world about who you are?
I'm Beelzebub.
And he's the champion. Congratulations again. Enjoy the outfit. Enjoy the pose. Let's give it up one more time for our 2025 Pokemon Go World Champion, Beelzebub.
And then, yep, for TCG, Riley McKay took it down, had a really good season. He was runner-up at NAIC. And the runner-up at Worlds was Justin Neudorf, who also had a really good tournament. And the other thing for TCG that made me sad is that Piper Lupine prized like so bad when she like 2 games in a row to go out in top cut. Yeah, her top cut games were so bad. She prized like really, really bad. And then yeah, for VGC it's Giovanni Siski, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his team was Crydon, Lunala, Chiyu, Fluttermane, Brute, Bonnet, and Ursaluna. It's a pretty sweet team. And then the other big thing, which was crazy, was that the president of the Pokemon Company came out at the very end and had like basically a whole nother Pokemon Presents at the very end of Worlds.
Yeah, and they showed more for ZA. They showed the Eternatus thing. After the Eternatus thing, everyone was out on the streets doing it. It was crazy. So. It was like 2016 levels of Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
And then they showed next year is going to have something called Pokemon XP, which they didn't explain too well, but it seems like it's going to be some kind of convention thing attached to it.
Yeah, they're just going to take over the whole city, I think. I think they're going to take over all of San Francisco for 2 days.
Yeah, I hope so, because there's no drone show for this.
I think there's going to be a drone show from the preview that they did. It seems like there's definitely going to be a drone show. There's definitely be like a ton of Pokemon Go stuff going on in San Francisco during that time.
And this time you'll be able to reserve tickets to the arena.
Yes.
Yes.
And that starts very soon. So to get Pokemon XP is going to be on August 28th through the 30th, 2026, but the passes go on sale September 17th, which is in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So if you want to attend Pokemon XP, you kind of have to get the passes like, you know, really far in advance. So that looks like it's going to be awesome. And I assume that the stadium experience is going to be even bigger than this time because it's the anniversary. And this was just the first time they ever did it. And it basically went off without a hitch. There was like no technical difficulties besides the seating, which no one knew about.
Yeah, it was really annoying that like there were so many spots available and they just weren't letting anyone in.
Yeah, so I think, you know, hopefully they iron that out. Like you said, you reserve a seat in the arena, you think?
Yeah.
For next time. So you for sure get like a numbered seat, you think?
But even then, it's like the arena is for all the games, like, so it's like, will you be able to reserve it for the whole day or like just Unite or just Go or just VGC or like, will there be so many empty seats because people are only going to watch 1 or 2 of the games?
Yeah.
That's what my concern is.
That's one nice thing about like NAIC is that everything happens right next to each other and there's no seating and stuff. So I'm trying to think how you like scale that.
Yeah, but it's so hard to hear because
bigger.
there's so many conflicting commentaries.
Yeah,
because they're all
really
right next to each other.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how to scale that for Championship Sunday. I think like what you're saying is like have different tickets for different events might be good.
Yeah, that's how I think they should do it. But
and then like a whole day one.
But I don't think that they're doing it that way. I think it's the whole day.
Yeah.
But I think they should have different tickets for different events, personally.
Yeah, that would be good. And then the other part of the news, there's new stuff on PokemonCenter.com. So if people want to get some new merch, there's some new merch up there. And I think the opening and closing ceremonies was really good. I was crying at the end.
Nate Wants to Battle got to sing. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And then the closing ceremonies were pretty good.
Yeah, really good. And then I lost a page of the podcast, I think. Oh no, everything's all on one page here. Then the next segment is always the check-in. So probably more just you getting back from Worlds is the check-in.
I slept almost the entire day yesterday. I had a really bad headache after getting back from Worlds. It was tremendous. But I got some good rest, and now I gotta unpack from Worlds really quick and get repacked for Anime Magic, which I'm leaving for Friday morning. So a lot going on.
That's too crazy.
But we've got it. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
Where's Anime Magic?
Rosemont, where I normally go for stuff.
Oh, okay. So that's not too far. You don't have to fly again.
No.
So that's good. Maybe can someone else drive? So
yeah,
you don't
someone
have
else
to
is
drive.
driving me.
Okay, that's
Someone
good.
is driving me.
That's good. Yeah. So that's always a segment for the check-in, and then the next segment is hashtag not financial advice. For this one, I was thinking of the Pokemon manga, and I'm wondering if people are going to start collecting the manga.
Like Pokemon Adventures?
Like, yeah. Like the issue 1. So I'm going to keep an eye on those prices because I feel like that's an area where people can start to have broader Pokemon collection than just cards. And then the video games too, sealed and graded, those prices are already crazy. So I wonder if the manga, like issue 1, is going to start.
I've read the manga, like, the first, like, red, blue, and then eventually yellow chapters, and then the gold and silver chapters, and then I've read the ruby and sapphire, and then the omega ruby alpha sapphire, and I've read the beginning of Sword and Shield.
Nice.
And that's about it. But it's mostly just the Kanto and Johto ones that I've read, and the Hoenn ones.
The very first one's like violent, is it not? Don't Pokemon like get cut in half and stuff?
Yeah, the Arbok one.
Yeah, there's an Arbok that gets like chopped in half. It's like violent.
I've read some of Black and White too, because there's some good romance in that I think was cute.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, there is in the Ruby and Sapphire one too.
Oh, really? They include that? That's good.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff they include, and I think it was Ken Sugimori said that like the manga is the closest thing to how he envisioned the Pokemon world to be.
Yeah, I watched long Naruto video yesterday about all the process through the creation of it and how much it how much like the original vision morphed and changed as the manga turned into the anime, or even as the manga was being written. The editor had a lot of input on changing things and introducing characters faster and introducing Sasuke, and so I think that's interesting that Pokemon has, people forget that Pokemon has a manga.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the less popular parts of the series.
But it has, like you're saying, like the closest thing to like the real vision is in the manga.
Yes.
So yeah, I was thinking about the manga lately. I think it has a chance to start being sought after a little more, or just get people paying a little more attention to it and read it, collect it.
I think the people that are really into it though read fan translations online.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would probably also just be trying to find it online if I was gonna go and read like all of it.
There's some censorship in the official translations, not nearly as much as Electric Tail of Pikachu, which that I understand the censorship. I understand that.
I don't know what that is.
It's like borderline ecchi.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Electric Tail of Pikachu, but it's actually a pretty good story. I like it. But there is some things that are changed in the adventures chapters too. So it's more common that the people that like talk about it on Reddit, like the actual fandom, they mostly read fan translations. It also comes out a lot earlier.
Yeah, as usual. And then, yeah, that's my hashtag not financial advice for the week. And the next segment that I didn't write down is usually pack battle. Should we pack battle something? Black and white, maybe?
Yeah, do we have just tins for that? Or?
I think there's packs in the thing.
There's packs? Okay. I call Black Bull.
Okay. You want to do them both? Just pack battle one versus the other? Should
no,
I do
you
one?
do one.
Okay, I do one. All right.
We got two people. We each do one.
All right.
Cheers.
Nova.
All right, I got the Hollow Energy.
Got Electric.
Psychic. Girder.
The what?
Servine.
Swadloon.
It's gotta be. Axew.
Zorua.
Cubchoo.
Herdier.
Electros.
Harlequin.
Behem.
Yeah, Kevin.
Kevin. Professor Research.
Vanny.
Pokeball. Simisage.
C and EX in here. I got Herdier. Oh, Sigilif.
Sigilif, okay. We got a Reverse Solosis.
I like Solosis. Ah.
Ew, Buffalon.
Yeah.
And I got
Ooh,
a Fennel.
Nice. I think Goose's streak continues.
This is actually a nice card. Heal 40 from each of your Pokemon.
Yeah, pretty nice. This one just takes 30 less damage.
I thought about cosplaying her, but I feel like not enough people would get it. But it'd be an easy cosplay. I have a wig. My Sailor Mars wig would be perfect for her too.
That's a nice one. That's a pretty good pack battle. Got a hit in both packs. And we always end on hashtag Ask Woody, hashtag Ask Goosaphones. 2 weeks in a row, no Woody. But the first one comes from Beastmaster Max, and it says, "What was your favorite moment and least favorite moment from Worlds 2025?"
Well, I've already talked about my least favorite moment being the arena situation. My favorite moment from Worlds, probably either the cosplay showcase or the ZA demo. But I'll say the cosplay showcase because I haven't really talked about that yet.
Yeah.
Getting to be on stage. This time I had to be sneaky. I had to not put Goosaphone on the application because they rejected me for EUIC. But I just entered as Caitlin. And they let me in, and I did a little twirl, a little pose. I had my little shaman with me.
Nice.
People really liked it. And my friend, the mismatcher, whose Mirror B wig I did, he got the most cheers out of everyone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they loved his Mirror B.
Nice.
And I did the wig for that, so I was very proud. And I got to meet a lot of new friends. There was someone with like an amazing Jessie wig.
Oh, nice. That's challenging.
Yeah, there was like a sun and moon version of red and blue that was really good. Also very nice wig work on that. There was a Journey's Ash that had like a giant Surfetched that was completely handmade that they wouldn't let him bring on stage because it wasn't official merchandise.
Oh, really?
Isn't that stupid?
Wait, it's like part of the cosplay.
It is part of the cosplay, but that's the rules. It's not like it's a bootleg plushie. I would almost kind of understand that, but that's like handmade. It's like part of the cosplay.
Yeah.
It was life-sized. It looked amazing.
I feel like if they had a life-size Surfetched that was available, then they could say you have to use that one, but they don't even have that.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
It was really cool, though, so I felt bad for him, but I really liked his Surfetched.
Nice. And then the next one is from, I think, after the last podcast, and it says, first off, it's from Nintendo Geek 799. First off, obligatory, what Pokemon do you want to see get a Mega in ZA?
I'm kind of like everyone else. I would really like Mega Flygon, but like according to like the leaks I've heard, it's not happening. But I would love Mega Flygon. Although the design is already so good, it would be hard to improve on it for me. I'd like a Bug Dragon Mega Flygon. That's what I want.
Yeah, I feel like they might make it more into like an airplane like they did with Latios and Latias.
Yeah.
I don't know
Or
why.
like Salamence is like a little boomerang almost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It would be good as a dragon. I think everyone wants things to turn into as a dragon when they Mega.
Yeah, like
Ampharos is the best, yeah.
and Sceptile.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even have an answer for that. I don't know which Pokemon I would want to Mega right now. Can't think.
Dragonite was one that I did want.
That is a good one.
I'm happy for Dragonite.
Psyduck.
Mega Psyduck.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna have. Well, it's been speculated or leaked or something I don't really like talking about leaks either, but like that there's going to be a Mega AZ Floette, which if that's the case, that will be the first Mega Pokemon that's not fully evolved to get a Mega.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Because for Gigantamax, we had like we had Gigantamax Pikachu, Gigantamax Meowth, Gigantamax Eevee. So we've done that for Gigantamax, but not for Megas.
Yeah,
so
Mega Pikachu though seems like it's right there, right?
Oh yeah, they could do Mega Pikachu.
Yeah, I feel
or
like
Mega Raichu even.
I think Mega Pikachu.
But like it's supposed to be beyond evolution, so
that's
true.
I guess it's got to be Mega Raichu.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. But I've heard something about AZ's Floette, which was never actually distributed in X and Y. Like X and Y had a lot of things to it that were unfinished, and I think that ZA is kind of compromising for that in a lot of ways.
They do that sometimes where things will evolve into like a split situation, like Hydrapple or Gorbis or whatever, where things will evolve two separate ways. So I could see Floette getting a Mega and then not having Mega Florges, right?
Yeah, because I don't think that AZ's Floette will probably be able to evolve because it's got that unique flower. It's a unique form. Yeah, so I don't think it can evolve.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I think Mega Pikachu sounds good, but it can't.
It won't happen.
Yeah. And Mega Golduck?
Yeah, Mega Golduck could happen.
That'd be cool. And then that was the first part of the Nintendo Geek one. And then it says, with this likely coming out afterwards, what are you most excited about for the 2026 Play Pokemon season? For myself, I'm excited to be going to Vegas for the first time, as well as possibly going back to Milwaukee as well. So that's where we are. We can meet up there if you're there, because we will likely be there. More importantly, I'm waiting to see if we'll be playing Champions at the start of the new year, which is something that I forgot to bring up.
Yeah, we will be playing Champions. I know it's at Worlds, but I don't know at what point that they're gonna, what regionals will be played on Champions.
I would imagine as soon as it's out, they're gonna try to port everyone over.
Yeah.
And not have any more VGC on the games.
On Scarlet Violet.
What are the next set of games gonna look like then, though?
Yeah, I think they're kind of like how you said Black and White is the last Scarlet Violet set. I think they're kind of phasing out Scarlet and Violet and giving us this Mega Evolution era. I think we might not get Gen 10 for another 2 years.
I don't think so either.
Then again, it might be 30th anniversary thing. But I think they might be giving it, because I really do think it should be 5 years per gen. I think they should have given Scarlet Violet more time.
Yeah.
Because the games clearly needed it, and I think the anime needed it too. But it is what it is. But I think they're giving us this kind of intermission of this mega phase where, it's coming into Pocket even. It's coming into, it's in the anime, it's in Pocket, it's in Go. Well, it's been in Go for a long time, actually, Megas.
Oh, yeah.
I've been in Go for a long time. It's in Champions. It's in everything now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're kind of giving us this little.
I guess it's probably. I don't think it's in Unite, but maybe.
Yeah, it's in. They're giving us this something to tide us over before Gen 10, and then having VGC played on Champions, so it's almost like Gen 9.5, but no new Pokemon yet.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm excited for, I guess, Champions, and that there's another Milwaukee.
Yeah, another Milwaukee is nice.
And it's coming up in October, and registration for that opens tonight.
Oh, tonight.
Yeah, tonight. And I will be registering tonight for Milwaukee Regionals.
Yeah, you got to get on Arcanine really quick to register.
Yeah.
I wonder for guest passes, too. Should probably do that.
Yeah, you could do that, but I think you have a little longer for spectators.
Yeah. It's not worth it. It's selling out, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll put that out as maybe a short tonight. That.
Yeah.
If you want to register for Milwaukee, you got to register tonight. Do you know what time?
7 p.m.
7 p.m. tonight. All right. That's a good way to end it, I think. For the Pokeshop BST podcast, episode 17. We'll see if we get Woody back for episode 18.
Hopefully.
And I was going to try to plan off-topic one for episode 20, so we'll see if I get around to that. It's only 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
So we'll see if I get around to that. But we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Bye.